Hi, I'm Dora Spectacular, and you're spectacular too. Do you have some questions for me? You want to hear about Dora 2 or Dora Spectacular?
Dora 2.
Oh, Dora 2. Dora 2 grew up with scientists. Her parents were brilliant, very brilliant. So Dora always felt like she was like on another planet. And she was raised by a village. She was always obsessed with fashion. In fact, that fashion obsession, she's still waiting for it to be satisfied. It kind of shows up late at night, early in the morning. It's really rude. She's got several people that she's really close with, but she's close to a lot of pieces in her closet. Dora Spectacular. Dora 2 aspires to be Dora Spectacular. Dora Spectacular, she's almost make-believe because she's almost always happy, you know? She's kind of flamboyant. She is obsessed with fashion also. She believes that everybody is a fearfully and wonderfully made creation. But I gotta tell you this, Dora Spectacular, she kind of poses too much, you know? And she thinks she looks really good in her clothes. I mean, really, you know? Sometimes she's a little bit too flamboyant. She's always, this person, she's always inducting new members into the Dora Spectacular Hall of Fame Museum. I mean, really, tell me about that. She fawns over her glam squad. Let me tell you, she fawns over them. Oh, my greatest strengths. Well, I have a lot of great strengths. Okay, all right. Okay. Let me start with my weaknesses. All right? So, I can be a little moody sometimes. You know, I guess it's like an artist thing. I'm just going to call it an artist thing, but I can be distracted by my mood. And that can happen professionally and personally. So I would like to work on that. And my strength is that people tell me that I'm an encourager, that I can kind of discern and see people's gifts, and that I'm a good collaborator.
So,
oh, my favorite brands. Do we have like a couple years? Because I've got like a couple books full. Keeps me really busy. I've been following Simone Rocha for years. She makes me feel like a princess. I love R13, kind of a grunge look. You know, it's for the tough side of me. But I usually cut off all the extra, you know, they've got all that French stuff. I usually cut it off. I'm a little conservative. And there's another brand I love, Unravel Project. And I'm really sad that he stopped designing, but I pick it up resale. So, yeah. I really believe that the best way to dress is the fact that most of us have a uniform. Like, you know, you've got a uniform, you've got on your white shirt and black pants, and, you know, you would go out and find a really great white shirt and a really great pair of black pants to wear to that special event, right? So we all have a uniform, and find your uniform and vary it. And, you know, rock it and dress like, especially for these young entrepreneurs, dress for the position that you want. Don't dress for what you're doing. My personal style, there's a word for it. It's called hodgepodge. It's just a mixture of all the designers that I follow. You know, I pick it up on resale, I pick it up vintage, and I blend it with pieces that kind of speak out about what I want to be. Because I really believe that when you wear clothing, it can transport you because it makes you feel differently about yourself. And that's what we are. We are the sum of all of our thoughts. Gosh. I'm inspired by DoraSpectacular. I'm inspired by people that are selfless. Because I think it takes a lot, especially in this world where we're all thinking about ourselves, to really think about other people. But that's really the key to happiness too, is to be thinking of other people and not yourself. This is not a typical accomplishment. I've spent a lot of time kind of like overcoming growing up in a really, really Asian household, because there was a lot of pressure to kind of fit into this mold. And I feel like stepping out of that and giving myself the freedom to determine who I wanted to be and what I wanted to be. That took a lot. And it was a rough, because my father was like incredibly strict and incredibly hard, because he grew up in a really strict Asian household. And I'm really proud of the fact that I was able to work through a lot of things and make peace with my dad. Because, you know, it's important to have peace with people in your life. Okay, number one, have a mission. Because, you know, it's not always going to be easy, and you've got to know what you stand for. And even if it's a one-page business plan, write the one-page business plan. Have your mission statement. Your mission statement needs to be about solving a problem. What can you do to help people? What can you do to help solve someone's problem? That's your mission. And it should really always stay the same. Like it should be your driving force. Everything else is extra.
Thank you so much, Dora. It was really nice to have you.
Okay. Thank you.